Hello, my name is Kristen Kleinschmidt. It is now Fall2 2021, UMass Global, and we're talking about internship and the 9 competencies. When reviewing the 9 competencies, we can start with demonstrates ethical and professional behavior. Considering ethical and professional behavior is looking at what do you do when nobody is looking? How do you behave? Are you taking advantage of somebody, or are you treating them with respect and dignity and not looking out for yourself, but looking out for the best interests of the client that you serve? This is at a mastery level, and I also think that it's always a growth point too, to be able to look at what is a situation, not allowing your heart to guide you, but allowing the facts of the situation to guide you. The second point that we're going to look at is competency, engage diversity, and difference. Engaging in diversity. In today's world, diversity is changing. It's a hot topic. And being sensitive to the needs of others. Often that's a matter of humility and allowing the other person to shine and learning about the other person. So again, this is a growing point that can always grow more and more, but moving towards the mastery level. The third point of competency is advanced human rights and social, economic, environmental justice. Working right now on letter and background for a housing program with the Congressman Isa. So I'm working on a statistic report of how many people are in HUD in the United States, statistically considering what are the makeup of those in HUD, male, female, age, race, who would benefit from owning their own home, who is being economically challenged, or a social injustice being done to a group of people. So this is something that is proficient. It's going to the mastery level. It's looking at things in a different perspective. And on to the next point. The next competency is engage in practice-informed research. So the practice-informed research, I find this interesting. This semester I am in a statistics course. So it's definitely in the proficient, going to mastery level, learning how to look at information from a statistical standpoint. That requires a lot of research to be able to get those points on a statistical chart. So working on finding where to get the right research. Again, this is very proficient and working on towards that mastery level. Engage in policy practice. I am actively working in this, both with my EN position. So policy practice with EN is with the Social Security and our clients. So what are the policies that our Social Security clients can work within to be able to maintain their Social Security and also be able to work? So I'm learning the parameters because Social Security has very strict guidelines that we need to adhere to. Again, proficient and on that level to mastery level. Competency number 6, engage with individuals and family. I would say that is at mastery level. I engage with families and individuals very well. I enjoy meeting with the clients, whether it's on a Zoom or in person. When in person, we do take precautions, hand washing, mask wearing, etc. But to look at the person as a whole, and part of that person as a whole is their family makeup, who are in their surrounding areas, who is their support team. So how can I also make sure that the support team to my individual has the right supports, so when they're not in my office, they're still able to continue to get supports and be encouraged as they grow. Competency number 7 is assess individuals, families, groups, and organizations and communities. So in number 7, we do have to work with Department of Rehabilitation, Inland Regional Center. We work alongside different agencies with our clients. I also help provide information to the clients for outside resources, starting with 211. Now come the holidays, I will help get the clients connected to food vendors, to like food banks, or if they need housing. So when I have a client, some of the first questions I personally will ask them is, do you have food and do you have a place to stay? Occasionally, I will have a client say, no, we don't have any food in the house, or we're in transition, we need a place to stay. Very seldom do I have the we need a place to stay. I more frequently will hear that they need food. I will address those issues first, because if a person's trying to go to work, they're not going to do well if they're hungry. And then if they need a place to stay, that's also an immediate need. Then I look at the other needs of the individual and of the family. So it does require a lot of communicating with different social groups in the community where the person resides. Currently, I have one client who is a foster youth who did not age out, but was kicked out of the foster family home and they went to a friend's house so the foster family could get a new child. This person is going to age out in a month. So we're working to provide them with extra services for additional time. Again, considering the needs of the person individually and what are the resources that they have, what social groups are they connected to. This is at a mastery level. Competency number 8, intervene with individuals, groups, organizations, and communities. So number 7, you assess it. Number 8 is you intervene with it. So I would already say the previous answer is how I intervene with it, working with all the different companies and organizations for our different clients. And now on competency number 9, evaluate, practice individuals, families, groups, and organizations. So when you're evaluating, this would go back for me to the statistics. If I have 25 clients, as an example, how many of those clients are employed? So for us, the positive outcomes we're looking for is that they're employed. How are they doing with their employment? Are they going for raises? Are they struggling? That's where we monitor our successes. Sometimes we have clients with mental health issues or physical disabilities. Are those clients going for the resources that they need with a physician, mental health practitioner, or are they trying to monitor themselves on their own? Again, those are other statistical points that we can look at to see if that client is growing and developing or if they're holding themselves back. So it's great that I'm taking this class along with my statistics class to learn how to be able to put those growth points onto a chart so I can physically see the outcomes of my clients. This has been something that I've been quite interested in. Everybody wants to look at their work and think, oh, I did a great job. Now to go to a third person and look at the work itself and not how I feel about the work. So that would take some statistics. You had 25 clients and only 3 people got jobs. What happened? You had 25 clients and 20 of them got jobs. So now we can look at the outliers who moved out of state, decided not to participate, and then see where the growth is and also see what needs to be worked on. So I would say that for this competency level with me in finally a statistics class, I'm in the proficient going to the mastery level where I will be able to better look at my work and evaluate it. Again, this is Fall 2, so there's still time to learn and grow, and thank you very much for your time.